Hi everyone, this is Knowledge Topper, and in this video we will clear our concept related to minutes of meeting, or you can say meeting minutes. Look, you just need to stick to this video till the end, and I am giving you an assurity that after watching this video with full concentration, you don't need to waste more of your time on this topic again. Okay, so let's get into this video straight away. First of all, we will understand what minutes of meeting is. Then we discuss the purpose of writing minutes of meeting, as well as we will also look into the importance of minutes of meeting. And at the end, I will explain you guys the sample that I have prepared for you guys, so you get the better idea like how minutes of meeting is written in reality, as well as the content that is included in minutes of meeting. So let's get into this video. Okay. So first of all, we will understand like what are minutes of meeting or meeting minutes. So basically, meeting minutes, these are the notes that are taken during a meeting, like to record what happens in the meeting. Okay. These notes like typically highlight the key issues that are discussed in a particular meeting. Okay. Like basically minutes of meeting should indicate the time, date and setting of the meeting, as well as these notes should also document all like who was in attendance at the meeting, like if there are any presentations or reports presented in a particular meeting. So these should be reflected in a particular minutes of meeting. Okay. And one important thing related to minutes of meeting is that it can be a valuable resource for team members as well, like who missed a particular meeting. Okay. So like taking clear detailed minutes of meeting can help anyone who wasn't in attendance and get caught up on any decisions or takeaways from the meeting, okay, in future. Then if we talk about the purpose of minutes of meeting, basically like the key purpose of minutes of meeting is to create an official record of what happened in a meeting and what was discussed and any decisions that were made. Okay. Like basically minutes like typically don't record everything that's said in a meeting, but usually it covers the key, very important key topics that were covered in the meeting. Okay. In some more formal business settings, like meeting minutes may be required to share with stockholders or regulating agencies as well. If we talk about why are minutes of meeting important, basically there are three most important things. Number one is they offer structure. like Once you have like settled on a method for putting minutes of meeting together, they get offer structured information about what happened in past meetings and what needs to be discussed in the future. The second one is they keep you organized. Like taking detailed minutes of meeting, it allows you to clearly record any decisions that were made in the meeting and any action items that require inputs from your team members. Okay. The third one is they promote transparency. Like if you have detailed records of your meetings, you can share what happened with others in your organization in order to promote a culture of transparency, like transparency within your organization. Okay. So all these are the importance of minutes of meeting. Now if we talk about our next question, which is what should be included in a minutes of meeting, to answer this question I have to show you guys a sample that I have prepared for you. There we go. So firstly, you have to write down the organization name. In our sample, it is written as Toronto Association of Bookkeepers. Then you have to write down meeting minutes and the date. Okay. Then after this, like we have a first paragraph which is called as opening paragraph. Okay. And basically the purpose of this particular opening paragraph is that you have to write down when the meeting was called to order, where it was being held, and who called it to order. Like as you can see in this sample example, the regular meeting of the Toronto Association of Bookkeepers was called to order at 6 p.m. on April 25, 2019 in the Hive by Tatiana Murand. Okay. So as you can see, there is a time that is written here and the date, as well as the place, okay, where the meeting was held. Okay. And who called it to order by Tatiana Murand. Okay. Then in the very next step, you have to write down all the members name who is present in a particular particular meeting. As you can see in this particular sample, it is written down the names of the members who is present. Then the absent members who is not part of the of a current particular meeting. Okay, you have to write down the names of those as well. Then approval of agenda. Okay. and like the agenda was unanimously approved by as distributed. Then approval of minutes. The minutes of the previous meeting were unanimously approved as distributed. Okay, you have to write down this. Then the next step is business from the previous meeting. Like any motions or topic that were previously raised, you have to write down like a brief description of what took place, and whether they were approved or rejected. So you have to write down all sorts of that stuff in this particular paragraph. Okay, then if we carry on, there we go. Then there's this particular step of new business. Okay, and in this particular paragraph you have to write down like any motions or topic that were raised for the first time at this particular meeting, and a brief description of what took place and whether they were approved or rejected. Okay, like as you can see, marketing plan for gala deferred for next meeting as James Clarkson was not in attendance. Okay, and then we have to write down the additions to the agenda. In this particular paragraph, like any additional item that were raised by committee members, you have to write down all sorts of that stuff in this particular paragraph. Okay, then there is adjournment. Okay, like what time the meeting was adjourned and by whom, as well as where the next meeting will be held and when. Okay, so you have to write down all sorts of that stuff in this particular paragraph or section. Like as you can see, meeting was adjourned at 8:30 p.m. by Tatiana Morand. The next general meeting will be at 6 p.m. on May 22nd, 2019 in the Hive. Okay, so you have to write down all sorts of that stuff in this particular adjournment section. And then we have like minutes submitted by as written here is Drusa Shyamala and approved by Andrik Kawa. So you have to write the names of those particular members. Okay, so that's how minutes of meeting is written. So this is it for this video. I hope you like today's video on a topic of minutes of meeting. If you like this video, thumbs up. Do appreciate our hard work in creating this particular video for you by subscribing our channel Knowledge Topper, as well as like our Facebook page. And do join our Facebook group as well, where you find a lot of good material, not just related to these topics, but from many other important courses as well. So this is the video for all of you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. It's time to say bye-bye.